Alright folks, in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to do an image insert into Fusion so that you can use it as a sketching tool. Start off with, got to go find what you want to do an image, what kind of insert or image you want to trace over. So for this, we'll just go to Google and I have pulled up an image of the Millennium Falcon. And let's just say that I want to trace this image in Fusion. We can do it quick and easy. So first thing I need to do is I need to capture this image so I can insert it into Fusion. One of the easiest ways to do that is to save the image to my computer. So I'll just right click on this image and say save image as. It pulls up and then I'll choose a place to save it to. So I might choose the My Pictures document on my computer. Anywhere is fine as long as you know where it is. I'll save it as the Falcon. And I chose to do it as a JPEG image because that's easy for it to open. At this point in time, that's good. So the next thing is to go ahead and start my sketch that I'm going to draw with. So I'll actually hit my sketch tool, click on my plane, and now it's time to actually insert the image. So to do this, I'm just going to go to Insert and say Attach Canvas. First thing, I'm going to select the face I want it to go on. That one's fine. Then I need to select the image I want to use. Well, we know what that one is. That is my Falcon image. So I click the button, click Pictures, and choose the Falcon. A little graphic of it sort of pops up right there. We'll worry about its size in a second. Scrolling down, you can see that you have the ability to change how opaque it is or translucent. And let's say we're going to scale it up. Now you could change some of these values, but the scale is what I'm going to hit first. I'm going to scale it up to maybe, because right now it's like it's probably around 12 millimeters long. So I'm going to do a scale of maybe 3 inches. So let's just go scale 3. And it's that's not 3 inches. Let's go by like 6. Trying to get to around, that's probably close. Anyway, you can also flip it horizontally. You can also rotate it. And you can also grab this box right here and drag it into a place that you like. I like to drag it out just a little bit so I can see it just a little bit better and maybe rotate it about that orientation. Once I like what I have, I hit OK and I am now ready to start tracing. And the tracing is totally up to you on how you do it. But I'm going to use my Align command. So about that. So Line tool, and I will just essentially trace my outline. Now you can get into this really high detail. You can go all the way around. I'm going to do a few little lines here and then I'm going to zoom back and just go fast. Obviously the closer you are to your drawing, the better the results in your tracing, but we're just demoing this at the moment. So I trace it around, there we go, bam. And I can switch, I don't have to keep going with one line. I could switch to arcs, I could switch to circles, I can trace it however I want to. I don't have to do it in one shot, I'm just doing it one shot just so that you can see it being done. And I am going to make sure that I come back around and close it on itself though, because that's the key to getting extrusion. So there you go. Now if I want to do some other things like add in holes, I could totally do that. Circle, put one right about here, there, and I'm just going to make holes in it. One thing to watch out for though, when you're doing this type of sketching, a lot of times it's going to want to snap to things and align with things that you may not want it to. So you may have to turn off some of your constraints over here if you don't want it to. And I may just put a few holes. I'm just having fun now, honestly. It's cool. But there. You don't want it to over constrain itself and get too caught up in the general parametric design process. This is more of a freehander kind of thing. So anyway, there it is. And as we do on everything else, we hit stop sketch and it's time to extrude. We'll click it there and I'll just say 20 for right now, and there we go. We now have an extrusion. That's a little bit much. I'll edit that. Let's go down 10, about half that. There we go. So now we have our three-dimensional version of a silhouette of the Millennium Falcon. And even the holes are built in. Now, obviously it is a one direction extrusion. No, it's not round or anything, and so a person that's going to do this process, they might do multiple sketches or multiple images of it and sort of draw components from each side. This also factors in when a person wants to do surfacing, where they might extrude one surface over the other. So you could keep using this sketch though, like we could turn around and do another sketch on top of this, and the image is still down there. So if I wanted to extrude another circle, for example, right here, and try that again, use a circle diameter, and I'll pick about right there, size it accordingly, and let's say that I want to make some other features around it. I don't know, that's good for right now. Well, we can do this one. I'll do another line sketch right here. Making sure I close it. Stop sketch. So that one's good, that one's good. And I'll extrude this and this on top of my feature. We'll say 5. Probably too much. How about 3? And I can slowly work my way into creating layer upon layer of design to build up the Falcon as I desire. Alright. A lot of manipulations you can do with this, but the overall process is insert an image. To do it, go get an image, save it to your computer, use your insert tool, attach canvas, paste it in there, scale it to the right size you want, and there you go. So for this tutorial, what I recommend is that you go pick out an image you like and insert it in, get to about 2 or 3 inches or 50 to 75 millimeters, and then just trace and extrude it. Make sure you do you can do the process, because it's a super handy way to create fairly well designed features without a lot of time. So for example, we can save a ton of time when we have a good image of something versus trying to go out there and actually field measure it. Alright, so that's it for this one. We'll see you.